Hello, welcome to Christian Crypto. I'm just gonna make this one take video sort of thing, just talking about pretty much Cardano because Cardano has been doing amazing recently and it's on everyone's lips and it's great to see, to be honest. Although I hope it's not one of those situations where it's gonna hype up and then dump hard like we did at the last summit, because this is what this is leading up to. This is leading up, well, tomorrow we are leading up to the virtual summit. There is a lot going on. Apparently Charles has a lot up his sleeve, many things that can't be said. But yeah, I believe this build up is because Cardano, it seems like it's going a lot harder than other altcoins, apart from Zilliqa. Obviously, if you're in the crypto space, you understand that things have been going fucking crazy lately. And if you're a trader, you've probably been loving it, to be honest. If you're a good trader anyway. And I can't trade for shit. Even in markets like this, when everything's going up, I still struggle to make money. Just trading is not my thing, and it affects my sleep at night, all that shit. So, I just trade with a little bit. But yeah, Cardano. What I love about Cardano is the fact that, similar to Bitcoin, we know the fixed supply. We know that over time, rather than with Bitcoin, we have the big drop off every 4 years with the halving, and every 2 weeks we get the adjustment. With Cardano, we know that the supply, that the end supply is 45 billion, which is a great selling point for Bitcoin as well. We also know that instead of the 4 year drop off that Bitcoin has, Cardano is going to have a slow decay, and it's going to be similar to the rate of Bitcoin, but it's not going to be a sudden drop, which puts miners out of business. And on Cardano, it's for the stake pool operators. And the other thing that I love is also the community. The fact that we have these stake pool operators, and the fact that we have people that can delegate to the stake pools, and a lot of them want to show who they are and build a brand around who they are, because of they can build up their stake pool and earn more money and treat it like an actual business. Whereas with the miners, they are faceless. We don't know who they are. They, as someone that I watch as well, Richard Hart, who is, his own character. As he says, it is like a protection racket, because you are paying the miners to, basically for the miners to not attack the network. So although proof of stake is yet to prove itself, I think Cardano is the team, and the coin, and OHK is the ones to prove proof of stake, basically. Yeah, I don't see Ethereum catching up to Cardano anytime soon. As everyone always says, it is like changing the tires on a car while it's moving with Ethereum, and I can see Cardano coming along and hoovering up market share, because although Ethereum has got that first mover advantage that everyone talks about, it's not proof of stake, and you're not earning. I mean, you can do DeFi, and yield farming is the hottest thing at the moment, but it's not just simple proof of stake. And so, speaking of which, I just want to show you my Yoroi wallet. This is just, I was on the incentivized testnet. I've been delegating to Pay, who is, shout out to Pay, to be honest. I like Pay. He's working hard to build up his channel and build his brand, and it's good to see, to be honest, because that's what it's all about. This guy wants to work. He wants to basically help build the next financial system, pretty much like global financial system. It's not, got dirty hands all over it from corrupt politicians and all that stuff. Instead, it's this regular dude that knows a bit about computer science, is going to university or college or whatever, in his in his 20s, is trying to be part of this global network. And it's not just Pay. There's obviously people all around the world that just for a small budget can be part of this operation. Whereas in Bitcoin, you have to have a lot of capital behind you, and you have to be able to, run a mining farm, which is crazy. And as it gets bigger, it's just going to get bigger and harder. Whereas with Cardano, you just set up your nodes and there is some to it. You have to make money. You have to work to make this money. And he's putting up videos showing all his journey, and it's great to see. But I've been staked to Pay my entire time, although the incentivized testnet has stopped working now. and there's no more rewards. I only put 13, well, nearly 14,000 ADA into this wallet, and although the rewards aren't loading up, I'm pretty sure I reached over 14,000. I think I got about 600 ADA for delegating to pay. As you can see here, these are the days is when I started delegating to pay. So it was a few days in, it was a few weeks in, but you can see some big days I got 34 Cardano. Some days he missed. It's no fault of his. It could be a fault of his, but you know, it's just the incentivized test now. I'm not looking to get mad gains from this, you know. But if you, instead of the epoch being once every day, it's going to be once every 5 days on the mainnet. There's different things coming, but I can see Cardano being the big boy when it comes to cryptocurrencies, because when they were talking about Bitcoin, it's not a good investment. Well, when I say they, I mean like the mainstream investors that I hear on the Pomp podcast. And speaking of the Pomp podcast, I'll talk about him in a second. But he, what they talk about is the fact that Bitcoin doesn't actually give you any dividends. You know, it doesn't pay you anything extra. You just have to hold it and hope the price goes up. Whereas with proof of stake, you actually can hold it. Instead of give it like in Bitcoin, instead of giving all the new Bitcoin to the miners, and then they obviously have to sell to cover costs of electric and all that stuff. Instead, it actually goes to the stake pool operator, and it goes to the people who actually stake in their coins. So I think that is fairer. How that will play out on a large scale is yet to be seen, but I'm looking forward to it. And it's a bet that I'm willing to make. I'm betting that it's going to turn out well, and the maths behind it. a mathematician such as Charles and his team of geniuses, I'm sure I'm betting on them, pretty much is what I want to say. I'm betting on them. Now, going back to Pomp, I listen to Pomp every single day, and he has big hedge fund managers on his show, and he has billionaires on his show all the time. And what they always say when they look to invest in a company or invest in something, they are looking at the owner, the CEO. And when you look at Charles and compare him to other people in the crypto space, like the Justin Suns or the Dan Lauermans or whatever his name is, he's head and shoulders above them in terms of communicating with the community and building community. He is head and shoulders above all of them. If you're in Cardano, you know this, but if you're not and you're looking at learning about Cardano, just go to the CEO himself. He has so many YouTube videos. Just go to Charles Hoskinson's YouTube channel, and you will see what a good CEO is, especially of these cryptocurrencies anyway, because a lot of them shy away. Another good example of a good CEO in the crypto space is CZ, but it's a bit different because he owns an exchange. He's making money off people winning and losing, whereas Charles is hopefully going to be making money off just people winning. That's just a byproduct of it. And so another thing with Pomp is he has these great people on the show. He also has, you know, people that don't have a clue about cryptocurrencies or even about, you know, gold, let's say, or investing. Like with these two comedians, this is Bill Burr and Bert Kreischer. He talks with both of them, and he's red pilling them. He's dropping knowledge on them, talking about investing and the inflation from governments and why it's good to have Bitcoin and a cryptocurrency away from government control, because everybody's human at the end of the day. Greed takes over. But that's what I got for this video, really. I'm just jumping on the Cardano bandwagon. And yeah, I know it's been a long time since I made a video, but it seems like whenever I made a video as well, the cryptos would fucking fall off a cliff. So I don't want to jinx it. Maybe take that as a hint that things could drop off, because it's been sweet. It has been sweet for a few weeks in terms of gains, and in terms, well, I can't really say gains. I'll say nearly breaking even. But it's looking like good times are coming around again. It is feeling like those 2016 vibes. Things have been in accumulation for a long time. Like when I look at the old charts and I see accumulation of like a couple months, look at this. This is Cardano in accumulation for nearly a year, nearly over a year. So some people's bags are packed, especially since the craziness. What these things can do, the potential that these systems have are unreal. And I think Cardano is the best bet in my opinion. Well, everyone likes Bitcoin, but yeah, that's all I've got to say. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye on Cardano, and if anything, learn about Cardano and the game theory behind it. Goodbye.